Hey, Bryce here from Me, bringing you a brand new video today about the Star Wars canon and what's going on with Emperor Palpatine himself. Okay, guys, so I'm going to hop right into it, and I'm not going to even try and stall anything. But Sheev Palpatine, the better known as Emperor Palpatine, the Sith Lord, Darth Sidious, whatever he wants to be called in the current time, is coming back in the final chapter for the Star Wars Skywalker saga, the Rise of Skywalker, which is title alone is a whole other video of what I'm going to go into in depth later on, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about that later in the next video. Anyways, so Darth Sidious is back in the brand new video, as you can hear at the very end of the teaser trailer that recently was released a couple days ago, and I'm sorry for getting a little bit behind on this. I had to do a little bit more research to make sure everything was going right. Had a couple things in the college books I had to get done, as projects or whatnot. Anyways, hopping right into it. So what's going on is that Darth Sidious in the original canon before Disney bought him out had Sidious uh, technically survive originally. He did die. However, he did clone himself. He would clone himself hundreds of bodies pretty much. And he'd eventually be able to learn how to transfer his consciousness, the original current Palpatine's consciousness, into one of the clone bodies, where these clone bodies didn't necessarily have a consciousness. So not necessarily they're just meat suits for Palpatine, and every time he would die, he would go to the next one and the next one and the next one, and typically the bodies only lasted about a year. He did this for 6 years on end uh, before he revealed himself to be still alive, and he would recruit Luke Skywalker to become into the council or join him at the dark side in the Star Wars lore, and Skywalker would fail multiple times to betray him, as the whole idea was him to go undercover and attack Palpatine from the inside. And eventually, he was able to become successful, killing all the hundreds of bodies that Palpatine had stored up for himself to switch off to, and Palpatine was finally killed off. Now, that's being said, I believe Palpatine will come back. He will have these meat suits. I think this is exactly what they're going to do. They may not do it actually exactly. I know I said that's my idea, but I'll go on through another standpoint. They may not do that exactly. They may bring him back and say that he survived. Yeah, he survived from a space crash. Though he has come back before. This is the proof that he's come back. That this is a possibility. This is a very huge possibility of what's going on with Palpatine, and his an easy route for the people at Star Wars and Lucasfilms to take if they want to bring Palpatine back and not have to think of an original way. I think that's a really creative way. It sets up an entire story, a new trilogy as well. If you just want to introduce Palpatine as like a mini player, more of just there because he's very influential in the first 6 films of the 9. And definitely going to try and keep this video short here, guys. Believe that's all I have for you guys today on this theory. And then I do believe he is alive. He is in the next thing. And whether that's a clone body of him, just consciousness being in that body, or he's just completely alive, I do believe that he will affect Rey in some way. But all we can do is just wait and watch until not the show, but the movie does come out near the end of the year. And I said that earlier, but this is it for me today, guys. It's been Bryce from As always, take it easy.